Okay, so you are struggling with trying to adopt a new habit, trying to make it stick, or you feel like you're someone who doesn't have discipline, right? You don't finish what you start. So there are a lot of variables that go into making habits stick, but today I want to share what I believe is really the highest leverage one. If there's only one thing that you do, this is it. This is the secret sauce. And this is something that you have probably heard a million times, and it probably goes in one ear, out the other. Especially if you are an ENTP, an INTJ, an INTP, one of those types that has a lot of big ideas, that spends a lot of time in strategy, in analysis, in the mind, and you really feel like, you can't just keep it simple, right? You can't just kind of do the easy version. You really have to perfect it, optimize it, right? Find kind of the best way of doing something. And so um, instead of just telling you, I mean, I kind of already hinted at it, but instead of just kind of telling you the thing, I want to give an example from my own life that just happened this morning that I think will really drive this point home. And I'm saying this as a fellow ENTP, someone who has really struggled with this stuff for most of my life. So here's what happened. I just got back from a meditation retreat at a monastery, and I'll probably talk about that in my next video. And I was talking with my housemate about how wild it was to me that here I am as soon as I'm back home, and I already feel myself drawn to my phone, right? Whereas at the monastery, I didn't feel that at all. I felt zero draw to my phone. So what's going on? What's the biggest difference, right? And we were trying to figure it out, tease out what is the specific thing that's most different. And she suggested this app that she uses called Brick, and it's an app on your phone that kind of blocks certain apps that are time wasters. And the cool part about it is that there's a physical brick object, a little plastic thing, and you can only unlock it by tapping your phone physically to the brick. So, um, so the point of this story, that's just the context. The point is that when she said this, it sounded compelling, right? That sounds like a cool system. I've heard about it before, and I kind of thought about it a bit, but I haven't really taken it seriously. So she tells me this. She's someone I respect, and I started thinking like, okay, maybe now's the time for me to really take my uh, kind of phone usage problem more seriously, to really kind of take more dramatic action here. But it's a lot of work. It's kind of, I don't know. I found myself kind of going back and forth. Like, okay, I'll do some more research. I'll think about this some more, and then I'll maybe look into the brick thing. So that's what we do all the time, right? Us kind of big thinker, analytical thinker types. We tell ourselves, I'm going to do more research. I'm going to maybe watch some videos on this brick thing. I'm going to read some articles. I'll talk to ChatGPT. I'll kind of go back and forth for a while, think about the pros and cons. Maybe I'll order one, maybe not, right? And then here's the wild thing that happened. She comes down a few minutes later and says, you know what? I actually just looked it up, and we can share the same brick. So how about I'm going to stick the brick on our fridge, and you can just try it out right now. And the amazing thing was that in that moment, I just noticed instantly my mind flipped from I need to do research, I need to think about it more, to just bam, it's right here. Why would I not just try it? Of course I'm going to try it. Of course I'm going to do Brick right now. I downloaded the app, tapped my phone, bam. So that's incredible, right? Just how quickly I could go from that seems like too much work, I'm going to think about it, I'm going to research, I'm going to put it off, to just bam, I'm doing it. No thought, just here we are. So, what do we take away from this? I think my biggest takeaway is that how crucial it is to not overthink it, not over research it, and make the thing, the habit, the thing that you want to do, as small as possible, as easy as possible, right? So this is what I was saying, that I know you've probably heard this advice a million times, like if it's a big task, if it's a big project, break it into smaller chunks, right? But can you see from this example just how incredibly powerful that is to say, what is the easiest possible version of this? Well, it's just kind of trying it out right now, not researching it, just trying it. Right? So, if you apply that to different things, like I want to learn to meditate, Okay, well, there's so many books out there. There's so many approaches, so many videos. I have to research to find who's the best meditation teacher. What's the best meditation approach? Or I could literally just go on YouTube and Google meditation intro and just click the first one. Or I could ask ChatGPT, please just tell me what is the simple, best approach to starting out meditation. Bam, just do that. Not have to ask for a second opinion, not have to find the optimal one. Yeah, maybe the first one I find is not the optimal one, probably not. But it's way, way better than putting it off, than needing to research, right? Or just ask a friend. Hey, I know someone who meditates. How do you do it? Great. I'm just going to copy that. It's the same for anything. If you want to start working out, start want to eat healthier, be more social, whatever it is. What is the easiest possible version of that? Like laughably easy. How do you make it so simple? Okay, I want to be more social. I'm going to go up on meetup.com right now, and I am in 1 minute. I'm just going to search for my zip code and find one event to go to. That's it. It's maybe not the best one, but it's way better than nothing. All right? So that's the thing. Just how can you make your task, make your habit as easy as possible, as simple as possible. Get that dialed in for a while. Get that feeling easy, familiar, stable. Then you can optimize. Then you can try to make it a little longer, a little deeper, a little more complex. But start simple. Make it as easy on yourself as possible so that it doesn't feel like a big chore, so that it feels easy. That's the key. All right? Love to hear how it goes in the comments. And stop right now. I really encourage you to not just go to the next video, but really stop and think. What is something that you want to change in your life? What is a habit that you want to make stick? And plan right now. What is some easy step you can take? How can you slice it down, chunk it down, break it into parts? What is the simplest version of it? All right? Right now. I hope this was valuable. I wish you a nourishing day.